What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Techonomics, and in this video I'm going to be doing a full recap of the Apple event that just wrapped up about I'd say about an hour and a half ago, but at the time I'm recording this video, of course. But let's get started because there's a lot of information that I have to cover, and I want to try and get this video as short as possible. First of all, they announced two new iPhones. Now, one of them is going to be the iPhone 5S, and another one is the iPhone 5C, which stands for color. What the iPhone 5S stands for, the S in 5S, I don't know what the heck that stands for. Like, you know how we got the 4S and all of that? I don't know what those stand for. Do I care? No, not really. I just care about the phone. Okay, now let's start off with the iPhone 5C. Now, bear with me because I am going to be looking over at my computer for my notes because this information just came out, like I always say in my all my recap videos. iPhone 5C is going to come in two different sizes, and the 16 gigabyte is going to be $99, which is $100 basically rounded off. 32 and a 32 gigabyte, which is going to be $200. Why do they do that? Like, I have no idea. If I thought it was supposed to be like a cheaper model of the current iPhone. But now the iPhone 5C is going to come in white, pink, yellow, blue, and green. Let me repeat that for you. White, pink, yellow, blue, and green. There's not the standard black and white anymore. Now let's talk about what's under the hood. Now the iPhone 5C is going to have an A6 processor, which I think is in the iPhone 5 currently right now, and it wasn't really an update with the processor. Now the iPhone 5C is going to be available on the carriers AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, and Verizon. Now moving on to display, it's going to have a 4-inch diagonal Retina display, 1136 by 640 resolution, and 326 ppi, pixels per inch. I think that is pixels per square inch, or something like that. Now let's go ahead and talk about the iSight camera. It's going to have an 8 megapixel camera with 2.4 acupuncture, a sapphire crystal lens cover, and LED flash, backside illumination sensor, 5-element lens, hybrid IR filter, autofocus, there's a big truck driving by, hybrid IR filter, autofocus, tap to focus, face detection, and panorama, just like it is on the iPhone 5. And also photo geotag. Video recording, it is going to have 1080p HD video recording at 30 frames per second and with an LED flash. Along with that is going to have video stabilization. I cannot pronounce that word like real quick. Take still photo while recording video, just like you are able to do on the iPhone 5. Also face detection, 3x zoom, and video geotagging and tap to focus as well. Let's talk about the front-facing camera, which they call the FaceTime camera. It's going to be a 1.2 megapixel camera, or 1.2 megapixel photos, which is going to be 1280 by 960, 720p HD video recording, and a new backside illumination sensor. What the heck is that? I have no idea. Now let's talk about video recording. If you guys hear squeaking or whining or anything, it's my dog. But yeah, let's talk about video calling. You are going to be able to FaceTime with anyone with an iPhone 5C or an Apple or an iOS device, Apple device, whatever, and it says enabled over Wi-Fi or cellular. So you can, just like the iPhone 5, you can FaceTime basically wherever you are. And it says initiate video calls over LTE, DC-HSDPA. HSPA plus 3G and 2G, and is going to have HVGA resolution, which is 480 by 368 calls over Wi-Fi. Now audio calling, you can FaceTime and iPhone 5C to any FaceTime enabled device over Wi-Fi or cellular. Now the iPhone 5C will come built with Siri. If you guys don't know what Siri is, it's the virtual assistant. Now let's talk about the battery, what everybody is probably wondering. Okay, the battery life within the iPhone 5C, it has a built-in rechargeable lithium-ion battery charging via USB to computer system or power adapter, basically the normal cables that we have. And the talk time is up to 10 hours on 3G, and standby time up to 250 hours. Internet usage is up to 8 hours on 3G, up to 10 hours on LTE, up to 10 hours on Wi-Fi. Now the video playback is 10 hours and the audio playback is up to 40 hours. Now, just like the iPhone 5, it is going to have the AirPods and the standard, or the Lightning to USB cable. I was expecting that to reach inside the camera. I got my phone charging off to the side, but it's going to have the Lightning cable. It says, yeah, Apple AirPods with remote and mic, and the storage and travel case, and it is going to have the Lightning to USB built into the, or with the phone. I didn't mean to say built in, but you guys know what I mean. It's going to come with the phone. Now, that's just about it. That's like a quick wrap up with the iPhone 5C, all of the specs, the hardware, all of that good stuff. Now, let's move on to the second iPhone that they announced. Now, this iPhone is going to be called the iPhone 5S. That's just an S version of the 5, really. And it's going to come in the standard 3 gigabyte sizes, which is the 16, 32, and 64. The 16 gig will start off at $199, the 32 is $299, and the 64 is $399. Now, with the iPhone 5S, you will not be able to get it in black and white. It is only going to come in silver, space gray, or gold. I actually think the gold is going to look awesome. I think I am going to be getting this phone, and if I do get it, I'm going to be getting it in gold. Not that you guys care or anything, but I think the gold would be okay. Like, I think that would be really cool. Now, the iPhone 5S is going to have an A7 chip with 64-bit architecture. Now, it is also going to have an M7 Motion co-processor. So that means it's going to really have 2 processors in this phone. Now, just like the iPhone 5C, it is going to be on the carriers AT&T, Sprint, Verizon, and T-Mobile. Now, the iPhone 5S, along with the iPhone 5C that I forgot to mention earlier, will be LTE compatible. Now, one thing that does make the iPhone 5S stand out from the iPhone 5C is it is going to have the fingerprint sensor. They call it the fingerprint identity sensor. I actually tweeted, I forgot the actual name, but that's what it is going to have, and it's going to be right within the home button of the phone. Now, of course, along with the iPhone 5C, it is going to have, and the iPhone 5, it is going to have a 4-inch diagonal Retina display, which is 1136 by 640 resolution, and it is going to be 326 ppi. Now, let's move on to the iSight camera. It is going to be an 8 megapixels with 1.5 I think that is, pixels, with f2.2 aperture, excuse me, that's what it is, aperture. I don't know if I said that earlier or what, but it is also going to have a sapphire crystal lens cover, true tone flash, backside illumination sensor, 5-element lenses, hybrid IR filter, autofocus, tap to focus, face detection, panorama, and burst mode, which I actually was reading, or I heard about it when they announced it, and it is going to be like, it can rapidly take pictures. Like, you know how the processor on the iPhone 5, you can just keep on tapping it and it'll take like 1,000,000 photos within like 2 seconds. It is going to I think it's going to be it's going to be able to automatically do that for you. And then photo geotagging as well. And I think what that is I heard about it earlier too when they announced it, it's like out of those rapid pictures that it took, it'll actually take out the ones that were like not focused and stuff like that. You can't really see your face, stuff like that, and it'll automatically delete those photos so it's not taking up space on your phone and on your iCloud account. Now, as far as video recording, it is going to have 1080p HD video recording at 30 frames per second, true tone flash, slow-mo video, and I think that records at 60 frames per second when you put it in slow-mo, and improved video stabilization. I can't talk. Take still photos while recording video, face detection, 3x zoom, video geotagging, and tap to focus. Now, as far as the FaceTime camera, it is going to be a 1.2 megapixel camera, which is 1280 by 960, a 720p HD video recording, and a new backside illumination sensor. Now, the video calling is basically the same exact thing as I said earlier, along with the iPhone 5C, as well as the audio calling. The iPhone 5S will come built with Siri. The battery life on the iPhone 5S is the same exact thing as the iPhone 5C. I'm not going to go ahead and sit here and repeat myself. And it will come with the AirPods, and it is going to have a Lightning connector. Well, guys, I actually got some bad news for you if you haven't already heard. They are not going to be making the iPhone 5 anymore. So my phone that I have now, it's basically going to be out of date because they are not going to be having that anymore, or they're not going to be building it or selling it. and they're only going to stick with the iPhone 4S, the iPhone 5C, and the iPhone 5S. I don't know why they would stop making the iPhone 5. I mean, come on now. I don't know what the heck Apple's doing. I don't think that's a Steve Jobs move either. I don't think Steve Jobs would do that. If anything, I think they would stop making the iPhone 4S. But I can't control that. It's out of my power. But they stopped making the iPhone 5. Now you are probably wondering, when are you able to pre-order this phone, or these phones, I should say. You are able to pre-order the iPhone 5C starting September 13th. So that is next, oh wait, never mind, I thought that was next week. That's actually when iOS 7 comes out, excuse me. iOS 7, I'm going to jump real quick. iOS 7 is going to be released on September 18th. And this, I think it's Thursday, is when you're able to start pre-ordering the iPhones. And you will be able to get your hands on the phone on September 20th, which is a Friday. Now let's go ahead and jump back into iOS 7, which is the new generation of iOS. Now iOS 7 will be available for the iPhone 5, 4S, and 4, the 4th and 3rd generation iPad and iPad 2, and as well as the 5th generation iPod Touch and newer. So you guys that have the 4th generation iPod, I'm so sorry, iOS 7 will not be available to you. I mean that in the nicest way possible. I did not mean to say it like that, but you guys won't be able to get it unless you guys get the new generation iPod. And honestly, if you guys do that, you might as well go ahead and get you an iPhone. And of course, it will be a free download. Now, I'm 99.9% sure the iPhone 5S and the iPhone 5C is going to come shipped with iOS 7, because it comes out like 2 days before. So I'm pretty sure it's going to come shipped with it. So you guys that are getting that phone, your phone's probably, as soon as you unbox it, it's going to be right there. Boom. At least that's what they did with the iPhone 5. So I'm not saying that's confirmed, but I'm 99.9% sure that it's going to be that way. Now guys, that's really all I have for you. That was the quickest recap video I could have possibly done. I tried to explain everything real quick. But if you guys have any questions, comment down below or tweet me at _techonomics, and I will do my best to answer your questions. Or you guys can just head over to Apple's website and find out the answers to your questions through their website. But yeah, that's it. Make sure you guys check out my daily vlog channel, youtube.com/PhippsArts, PhippsArts. That's at the bottom of the screen right now, and it's also in the description. Also, be sure to check out my gaming channel, youtube.com/2TerabyteGamer, and the link is on the screen right now, and it's in the description, because when Grand Theft Auto 5 comes out, I will be doing gameplay video the day it comes out, so stay tuned for that. Go over to my my gaming channel to find out and see all my gaming stuff. It actually comes out a week from today, so Grand Theft Auto 5, 1 week from today, if you're watching this video the day it's uploaded. But yeah, that's it. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Cinemagram, Vine, any social networks. I think is all of my things are _techonomics. The link is on the screen right now, and it's also in the description. Alright guys, that's it. That's all I have for you guys. This has been another fun event for Apple. I definitely will have more events for Apple, and hopefully I will be unboxing the iPhone 5S coming soon, if everything goes as planned. But for now, I will talk to you guys in my next video. Yeah, until next time, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. But for now, peace. Oh yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to click the like button down below and subscribe for more videos like this, recap videos, unboxings, reviews, and all of that good stuff. And soon, giveaways. I'm hoping by December I will be doing giveaways, so stay tuned.